Almost everything you own has traveled inside the same invention. It isn't a factory. It isn't a ship. It's a simple metal box. The shipping container didn't just make transport faster. It quietly reshaped how the modern world works. Before shipping containers, global trade worked very differently. Goods were not moved as single units. They were shipped piece by piece, crates, barrels, sacks, boxes. Every time a ship arrived, cargo had to be unloaded by hand, counted, stored, and then loaded again. This process was slow, it was expensive, and it was unpredictable. Ships could sit in port for days, sometimes weeks. Damage and theft were common, and shipping costs were often higher than the value of the goods themselves. Global trade existed, but it did not scale. What made the shipping container powerful was not the box itself. It was the decision to standardize it. Containers came in fixed sizes, with fixed locking points, and fixed handling rules. Once those standards were agreed on, everything else could align around them. Ships were redesigned, ports were rebuilt, trains and trucks followed. A container packed in one country could now move across the world without ever being opened. It no longer mattered who owned the ship, the port, or the rail line. The box became the interface, and once the interface was fixed, global trade could finally scale. When shipping became cheaper and more predictable, everything downstream changed. Factories no longer needed to sit near ports, production moved inland, then overseas. Companies could separate where things were made from where they were sold. Cities reshaped themselves around logistics. Ports expanded. Warehouses spread. Supply chains stretched across continents. Globalization was no longer theoretical. It became operational. But efficiency came with trade-offs. When everything depends on the same standardized system, disruptions ripple outward. A delayed ship can idle factories. A blocked port can empty store shelves. The system works because it is tightly connected, and that same tight connection makes it fragile. We saw this clearly during the COVID-19 pandemic, when factory shutdowns and port congestion rippled across the world. Ships waited offshore, warehouses filled up, store shelves emptied thousands of kilometers away. The system did not fail because it was slow, it faltered because it was optimized. The shipping container is easy to overlook. It is plain, cheap, replaceable. But without it, the modern global economy would not function. Not because it moved things faster, but because it made the world legible to machines, schedules, and systems. Sometimes the most important inventions do not look revolutionary. They look standardized.